work though. It's because my stupid ass was drinking with my homeboys. Brothers, what you want to call that shit? I was drinking. And a motherfucker is 2 bottles in. Split within 3 people. So, yeah. I'm not finna be on this bitch like I want to be. But I'm on this bitch cause I have to be. You feel me? I ain't get no McDonald's. I ain't get none of that shit. I got a little salad from a racetrack just because they had because they had the peach rings and shit. So yeah. I don't need to hit this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I don't need to hit this bitch, but I'm about to hit this bitch, bro. Alright. So, one of these Wait. No. Wait. Okay. Okay. I got the remote. I just thought about it. I literally just thought about it. Where my slippers at? I'll be right back, y'all. Wait. I shouldn't be. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm good. I still give it the remote. There we go. Oh, I said, what the fuck is this bitch at? The much as alcohol I got in right now, I don't need no weed.
If you're not ready to compete for 50,000.
Shop Maker Place by Michaels. Respect the handmade.
The perfect chambray shirt is crucial for any spring closet.
Just use the filters. It's Google, but for shopping.
Here's the thing. Told y'all what's gonna happen. We're getting this X-Men right here. A lot of people talking about the X-Mans. You know, everybody.
The X-Mans.
Brian Singer's in it, who does the best X-Men's movie.
That's right.
Yeah. And this is supposed to be one of the biggest ones as the X-Mans face their biggest foe. Now, here's the thing about this review. A lot of people have been saying, I'm really curious to hear what you guys say because they looked at that embargo. I don't know why. Because once they did, shit just blew up in their face for 20th Century Fox. It hasn't been getting horrible reviews, but it has been getting what 20th Century Fox would say disappointing.
Unfavorable.
Unfavorable. Unsavourable.
Wow, I only saw one review and it was horrible.
Oh, yes. And now, is that review being a little bit too harsh? Is that one guy there just, did he get his Disney check?
Thank you, Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, everybody's saying Disney just paying everybody off to talk shit about superhero movies. Now, I got mine, but I didn't cash it yet. I ain't taking it to the bank yet. So, I'm going to be fair with this. Then we see how I feel after this. But as I told you, the X-Men right now, X-Men Apocalypse, they are facing the strongest, most dangerous foe. Apocalypse, who is considered to be the first mutant. And since he was the first mutant who...
Tell me why I went to the refrigerator
other mutants' powers.
for the wrench.
Collecting powers.
And that bitch was right here on my desk the whole
He is considered to be the strongest mutant out there. And just like any other supervillain out there, for some reason, you don't even know why. He's just like, I just want to destroy the world.
I've never really understood Apocalypse. Even in the comics, I was like, dude, I don't get what you want.
Yeah.
I don't get what you want.
That's about 1,000 years. You just make a cranky. I'm mad. Yeah, I'm mad. Right. Fuck you looking at me. Destroy the world. Don't fuck with me.
Should let me sleep.
Should let me sleep. I'm taking a nap. I'm making that goddamn noise. Apocalypse because he gets 4 mutants that he gives his best powers to, and he goes his 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and he goes in and decides to create a new world by destroying the old one. The only people that can stop him are the X-Men that are left to oppose him.
Man, I always got to go after those cultural landmarks.
They do. Every movie, but Mark's looking at the trailer right there.
The Sydney Opera House.
If mutants ever really do exist, move the fuck out the city. I'm going back to Waco.
What the hell they gonna hit in Austin like Franklin's?
Yeah, they will. But we got plenty of time to get out because we'll be waiting on that barbecue for about 3 hours.
See Carl getting sucked up, it was totally worth it. I was getting murdered by mutants before it was cool.
I don't have any bias walking into this. But I'm going to be honest with you, Martin, there's a good point that you make about them destroying landmarks everywhere, because the intro to this movie is too much, man. It is way too much. I've been having for 2 months now these superheroes throwing shit at me, blowing shit up, blowing my ass up, and I just need a little bit of a break. And I'd be goddamn, they get 2 minutes into this movie before they start losing their goddamn mind. I mean,
because you want the action to kick it off. You don't want to wait around for it.
Well, that is true, Martin, but it is just so much fake ass CG just flying all over the place. It is like superheroes just had an orgy in front of a green screen, and it's just going nuts. I'm not going to say that it's bad, because once they're done with that, once they're done with getting all that crazy shit out the way, that's when you actually have what we like from Bryan Singer's X-Men. And there's 2 things that work in Bryan Singer's movies that I think distinguish them from, early on, before Marvel was doing that thing.
Sure.
That distinguishes them from the superhero movies out there. And that is, 1, there's a lot of human drama that happens with these characters. They're always in costume, they got their things going on, love triangles. And the other thing is the social issues. They feel real. They weave into the story. In this world, what makes it feel real is that it's mundane. Mutants are being taught like a history lesson, like the Civil Rights March or anything else.
Sure.
Just like real life, kids don't give a fuck. You don't see it, done it. And it's also, and they do little touches in the beginning where they're introducing new things. They're introducing new characters, a new younger cast. And they're also even making comments about movies that do stupid shit. The thing that I applauded them for doing this. Like when we watch a movie about high school students, and they always got that big son of a bitch who's 30 years old,
right?
And you know he's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
X-Men said, "I got you on that."
At Grand Canyon University, we believe in equal opportunity, and the American dream starts with purpose. Whether your pursuit involves bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, GCU's learning environments are designed for supportive networking and collaboration. With over 330 academic programs, GCU provides a path to help you fulfill your dreams. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Rise and shine. We got history to make. Ain't no stopping to smell the roses when the dreams lie for a farm. Change the whole game. Have a street, better yet a bridge named in honor of your achievements. It won't get easier. It's only getting meaner, more unpredictable. But you'll have lighter, tougher gear to help you handle all that. Because your future isn't gonna build itself. Time to grab your Carhartt and get to work. I seem to
Lives were saved by the young mutants who stopped him. Now, Lyncher escaped and became the world's most wanted fugitive. And as for her, she disappeared as well. But she has become the symbol of a new age, the face of a world that would never be
You're looking
the
at my
same
girl?
again. Yes, there was panic.
Your girl?
There's still some prejudice.
I guess you do look old enough to be her father.
Found an old
Well, that's just hurtful, man. His feelings really hurt. Oh, man, I'm just big bubble, man. It's cool what they do there because that serves as a way, as I said, to introduce some of the younger cast that we have, like Ty Sheridan as Cyclops. They're doing a lot in one scene, in one segment that you don't. That a lot of movies kind of like take their time to. God damn! I'm trying to take a shit.
I bet he won't do that no more.
I bet he won't either. Knock on that door. Look at him. I said occupied. All right.
second option.
Oh, but you know, it's not. You got people like Sophie Turner in the movie, who's the new Jean Grey. These kids are coming in, they're taking the roles it's passed down to them, and they're doing them great service. Michael Fassbender, the movie introduces him where he's just a lowly factory worker, steel worker, just trying to do his job. You know, he just wants to be there, but he's finally settled his ass down. Not trying to destroy the world out there. Getting
Yeah, but it's Magneto. How long does that last?
He's no good.
Tick, 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 and he's mad at me.
Of course. And I'm on the, you know what, I'm on the.
You know, here's the thing. Like, that review that I shouldn't have been reading, even though it says spoil at the top, I was just like, and he right away tells what happened.
And interspersed throughout the film, and you're kind of forgiving them because some of the things that you see that don't feel right, they're in a bigger context. Where it's cool. Jennifer Lawrence comes in. You look at her and it's like, baby, I just don't feel like your heart's like this no more.
Sure.
I mean, she's in a bigger scene. That's actually kind of badass. She's in Russia trying to free Nightcrawler, character that everybody wants to see get done right.
Yeah.
Played by Cody Smith McPhee. They feel like, oh, this is the Nightcrawler that I want. They put him in the middle of a badass death cage match with another mutant angel. And when you watch that, okay, he's like, all right, you know what? Well, Jennifer Lawrence, she'll wake up a little bit. You know, I'm distracted by this right here anyway.
Hey, was du nicht verlaufen, kleine Maus? Der Kampf ist da vorne. Und gleich wird spannend.
Meinst du das? Ja?
Damn, she crucified them. Gotta nail that wall like Jesus. It gets to a point where you realize she just don't give a shit no more. She's tired of doing this. I mean, she really, her character, her character
Has lost its mystique.
You know, I'll give you that way, man. I'll give you that because it's true.
I was waiting for that reason. It's gonna go one or two ways.
No, if your puns ring true, I'll give it to you. Lord, like, yeah, man, she's not in this shit no more. Even her character ain't into it no more, man. She doesn't do anything in the movie except go around, be attired as Jennifer Lawrence, and give orders to the mutants. Every now and then she'll do elbows in the face or something, but it's half-assed. She's like, fuck out, man.
She's on us or something.
Yeah, and here's what you're talking about, Magneto, man. Magneto and Professor Xavier, you know, they starting up that annoying man's bromance again. You know, people at this point just like, no, why don't y'all just break up? I'll fuck each other one of them, you know, because the people are just tired of this shit with them.
Don't join them. Whatever it is you think you saw in me, I buried it with my family.
And spoiler. They put the trailer on it. Trailer. But they start out with they come in and doing the same old dialogue. Hello, Charles. Hello, friend. You know, it's like, oh hell, this again. You know, they always leave mad, but they can't stop fucking each other, so they go back. You know what I mean? It's like, look at it, like, hello, Charles. Hello, Eric. How are you? It's like, oh man, you know, y'all the most annoying couple that is not fucking each other out there. People really do. You can see other views like, fuck. Because you know what's going to happen. You know that at some point, Magneto gonna be Magneto.
Yep.
You know he's gonna try to live right, and he's gonna find an excuse to be like, "See, I told you, Charles, they're assholes and no good."
I'm curious as to what it is that makes him go that route. Like, you ask, like, hey man, can I take a break? No, we just say it for like 10 more minutes. He destroyed a factory over a break?
Yeah, they're good performances. I mean, they're still good performances. James McAvoy is still a great Professor X. Michael Fassbender, he's still committed to this role. You know, he ain't pulling Jennifer Lawrence. He's still taking it seriously. The thing that ruins it, though, is that it turns into major melodrama.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with Apocalypse. He's always about, I am the first mutant and I want to destroy all the other humans.
But I'm talking about before that. I mean, at least he's playing the role of a supervillain. You know, this guy been doing this shit. But at least Apocalypse is new. Magneto has a very heartbreaking scene in the movie.
Sure.
It's, you watch it and you get sucked into it, you're about to let that tear drop, and then he had to open up his mouth. Until he does that. Calm your ass down, man. It really, that's like, wow, I was feeling this until your ass had to overact. You know better than this, Michael Fassbender, man. You a thespian. You know the stage and the screen. I mean, even if they told you to do that, you would have said, no, I'm not doing that. Because it's horrible. It's a Darth Vader moment.
Spider-Man 2.
So, what happened to Spider-Man 2?
That point where Dr. Octopus takes off his blindfolds to see all the people. He's like, no!
Yeah, but see, that's a good movie. That's a great movie, man. I'm sorry, but you are in the minority there, my friend.
I dare everybody to go back and watch it.
We're talking about X-Men.
This double toasted in case y'all ain't realized yet.
You understand right now? You and I might as well.
What they talking about?
Magneto.
That's what it is. Y'all argue every week.
Ain't that impossible?
Hello, Martin. Martin's like, I told you, Spider-Man 2 is horrible.
Me and Sam is on the side. Hurry up and fuck already. Shit.
Just give it a chance. It really is good. but you talk about your boy Apocalypse, man. I tried to be on this side because
God, both your boyfriends are in this.
Oh, you talking about Michael Fassbender and
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. I do have a major man crush on Oscar Isaac, so you know I'm rooting for him. Michael Fassbender, I told you, since 12 years a slave, fuck his old racist ass.
He had to be to redeem himself.
Bruh.
You can tell me tonight.
Nigga stupid.
It's an interesting concept. You know, this whole thing of being the first mutant, the way they blend that into history and religion. I thought initially that was.
This is your invitation to experience the versatility of the Lexus line of SUVs and some of the best offers of the year on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Ooh, okay. I like these. Nice and comfortable. They're breathable. I want some lower scores out of these pants. I mean, look at that stretch. This is so comfy. I can be out when it's like hot outside. Lululemon ABC fans. These are gonna change the game.
I'm smart.
These describe a specific set of powers greater than any man could possess.
An all-powerful mutant.
Exactly. And wherever this being was, he always had 4 principal followers, disciples, protectors he would imbue with powers.
Like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Got that one from the Bible.
Or the Bible got it from him.
I don't know anything about Apocalypse from the comics because I never read those comics, but here you really want him to sit his ass down and shut up. He's got 2 modes going through this movie. It's either whispering, hello, my child, or just screaming his ass off about nothing. And what gets me is like, whenever he starts yelling, they always halfway through got to bring in that auto-tune. Everything they built will fall. And from the ashes of their home, we'll build a metropolis. Oh, sit your ass down. And they do that every time. I'm sorry, I'm deaf. Another stolen away. Signing this shit real dramatic. I'm on a boat. Somebody across the street. Shout! Damn, man. But there's nothing to him more than that. I mean, it's a very shallow character. Want to destroy the world. I'm gonna scream it out to everybody, and then at some point I'm gonna get my ass whooped. You know, that's what happens. What happens? All these people was talking about all that shit. But the other thing that really got me with this is I know people making jokes. I said I wasn't gonna do this because I thought it was kind of cheap at the time. I'm calling your boy Ida Ooze.
Oh yeah.
But this really does look like some shit off the Power Rangers, man. I mean, I can't believe the makeup job they did with this, where when they do all these close-up, it is straight up rubber.
They should have just made him CG. I know it would have been like it may have looked bad to stare at for that whole time, but them going this route was a complete fuck up.
You are correct. You haven't even seen it, but you can see that right there.
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing that is wrong with this movie is that it just loses its fucking mind near the end. It's nothing but they just took a whole bucket of CG and just threw that shit at the screen. And some people might like it. To me, it was exhausting to watch that. It overwhelms the story, it overwhelms the emotions, it overwhelms the characters that you see in there. It is going fucking ape shit crazy near the end. You can tell that it's just the case of the studio coming in and having a bigger hand in this. I don't think that Brian Singer can do something like this. This is 20th Century Fox. Until Batman, Superman, fuck off. And it doesn't make sense because the more money they get on the budget, the bigger the powers of the superheroes. Like, have you noticed in every movie Magneto is just getting crazier and crazier?
What was the last one? A baseball stadium?
He looked up and levitated in the baseball stadium with one hand.
Yeah.
Just doing this shit. Like he's singing opera. You know.
You call bullshit. It's like, yeah, he can move some metal, but a baseball stadium, come on.
Yeah, well, come on.
Nobody has that kind of
he's got from what, a submarine or a baseball stadium? Like, next is just gonna be the whole planet.
Well, you close.
He lifted a bridge in the third movie.
But that was an old Magneto, though.
But you know what?
He's trained.
Hey, you know you're close right here because in this one, it's a whole city.
Word. Okay.
It's a whole fucking city. He turns one to just one big ass amusement park, man. Just put his hand to the ground. I'm like, okay, y'all need to put a cap on this shit.
Did they just steal that from the Avengers too?
Well, he didn't levitate it, but he's just blowing the whole fucking city up, man. It's like, come on, you know, it gets to a point where I know it sounds crazy because you're saying, oh well, you was metal, but now you're getting silicone. But you have to retain some sort of believability with these characters with these stupid ass powers, and they don't give a fuck. That's all him. Wait, I'll show you. Hold on.
I'm about to say, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's all in him.
Y'all levitate. You feel that? No, look at this. That's all him right there. All that is him. You know, you thought that was like a hurricane or something.
Now, did Apocalypse increase his power?
Yeah, he did a little bit, but still, it's
okay.
Well, I knew you were gonna say that shit. No.
Honestly, I'm not trying to trip you up.
No, and you know what? You have a point. You definitely have a point. I'm giving it to you, man.
Okay.
I'm not just hoping you wouldn't say it.
Look, I swear to God, if you say this shit.
But you're right. You could probably believe it if it wasn't already going crazy like this, because it's at the point where you know it's not about the powers, it's about the money that they want to put in there and how much they want to make a spectacle out of this. You can tell that they're trying to repeat some things because, hey, it was cool in the last movie. Quicksilver has another scene where he's doing that time in a bottle scene that they did in Days of Future Past. They're doing it here. You know, they made it bigger, they made it more explosive, they stretched it out. There's nothing really innovative right there. And because they make it longer, because this is all in slow motion right here, you know, you're like, okay, come on.
You know, do they play Time in a Bottle again?
No, they played Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by Eurythmics.
Okay.
Which really doesn't
make sense.
It doesn't make sense, really. Yeah. And it's funny, but we've seen it. We've already seen it before. I will say, I forgot that actor's name.
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, but he's Peterson.
Evan Peters.
No, he's still a lot of fun to watch. So
yeah.
When he's even minus the whole Quicksilver scene right there. Something small right here that I'm gonna really give the movie credit for. They do a lot of globe-trotting here. They do a lot of cutting from one country to the next, from one continent to the next. For a movie that has so much confusing things going on, they actually handled that pretty well. Pacing was all right when it came to actually taking you to different places. You never felt really lost or anything. And you kind of knew exactly where people were. So the editing on this is very well. But as far as everything else, bullshit. No, actually, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, everything you're saying makes me go like, all right, I want to see it, but I'll have low expectations.
Yeah. You can. I'll tell you that one. That is a sex movie, man. But with this, it's not horrible, but it's not good. It's something where they.
Mac, what year was it again?
1988. So 34 years ago, 17 months ago. You sure did.
Right bar.
People do that with Last Stand. Y'all remember X-Men Last Stand? People just happy to die.
That's true. Some of them allow themselves to be taken out early.
People, so they ready to kill me. She kill me next. People just smiling. What's his name? Jean-Luc Picard. What's his name?
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart just happy. Patrick Stewart got blown up. And he's like, freedom.
She was my friend. You're my family, Jeeves. No matter what. Stop.
DTmerch.com, Mark? Mark, like, don't Mark, Mark, like, you have to hold yourself out every night. Maybe the maybe that. Get the choice. And also, don't forget to go over to doubletoasted.com to keep these live streams going, subscribing, or donating, or whatever you can do. Get the audio for free all the time on SoundCloud or iTunes. But remember that we do get by your support. They pretty much use that storyline just to get rid of some people. Yeah, some people just wanted to get the hell out of there. But a lot of other people are saying, man, you know, that's cool if they want to leave, but I still want my movie. And I still want I still want my Dark Phoenix saga done right. That's why some people are complaining, because they're saying, you know, you took one of the most important storylines in X-Men history and you just reduced it down to like a small subplot just to get rid of some actors. Yeah. It's like, look,
that was the problem. It's, gosh, this is a huge thing, a huge event, and you made it so small and mundane.
Yeah, you just made it like a footnote in that movie, and people like, you know, hey, look, if you want to leave, you want to get out this series, that's fine, but don't come in here messing up my storylines. And people even say, this is one time I agree with them. They said, look, I don't give a damn when that mouse wants this. I don't care when people want to stop. You owe me.
Ha!
Dark Phoenix. you owe me that set. You owe me.
I feel less like the people said you owe me a Dark Phoenix, as opposed to people making it said, listen, I've got to do Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because the director of this one was the writer of that one.
Try to,
have some dignity.
Yeah, there's no telling even when these X-Men's gonna get up in this. So can you just do this one last thing for us? Even if you just do half a decent job, just give us something that bullshit that you did last time. And that is where, and they just named the whole movie that X-Men Dark Phoenix. Did they actually succeed at making it better? Did they come in and actually make amends to the people that were disappointed? So good with X-Men for a while. This is the only series that's been just all over the place too. Being great, suck, being great again, suck again.
It is a phoenix.
Yeah.
That it keeps rising out of the ashes.
Yes. And this time, and this time, you went down last time, so we ain't got nowhere to go but up. I'm hopeful. I believe in you, X-Men. You can pull one more with Fox out there. Sure. But that mouse grab that ass. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer.
Why did you make me do that?
She's like, why'd you put me in this shit?
Every time you realize who they are. It's too late.
Now, for those who don't know about this Dark Phoenix saga that goes on in the comic books, what this is that you have Jean Grey, who becomes the most powerful X-Men that's out there, after going into space and soaking up in some radiation or something. Only thing is that becoming the most powerful mutant there is, she can't control it. She's just pissed off all the time for some particular reason. And even before she got this great power from this cosmic cloud or whatever, she was on. Even as a little girl, she couldn't control that shit. Sure. They should have.
And like most people.
Yeah, they should have put a bullet in her ass when she was 9 years old. But you know, Dr. Xavier come in with that I can save you shit. So him, all right, cool. That's what he does. I'm with it. Immediately, there are going to be two camps of people that approach this in different ways. You're gonna have those people who they just done. You know, they already know that the end is near. They're short time, and they're just kind of like, you know what, just get this shit over with.
Get this shit over with.
X-Men versus Avengers, or whatever they're gonna do when that mouse gets a hold of it. There's also going to be the other people gonna be like, you know, man, look, it ain't perfect, but at least it's not this shit.
We will cleanse the earth.
Everything they built will fall and from the acid.
Shut up. Apocalypse. X-Men Apocalypse, which was notorious for having a huge budget and still like shit. That makeup job they had right there, for some reason, it just, I mean, nice suit and everything, but it just didn't work. People compared that to Power Rangers. That was a new low for the series. It was overproduced, had way too much CG, and the main character of Apocalypse, played by Oscar Isaac, was just not that interested. I was in that first camp of people because for me, this was comic book silliness at its finest. You know, when this came on, because they start out with a space mission.
Yeah, I was just like, because I hadn't seen Apocalypse, but I just felt like, what did I miss? To where now they're just casually going into space.
Okay, thank you, because I don't read a whole lot of X-Men. I never have, so I didn't know.
In the comics, sure, in the comics they do that. They will go into space. They have they interact with other aliens. But I'm not going by comics. I'm going by my movie universe. And where I left off the movie universe, or near just like space. It's like, okay, y'all are pilots, which is one thing. It takes a long time to study to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Now y'all are astronauts too.
But that was my thing. It's just because even Professor X, if you can get away with a lot of things in a comic book, but Professor X, he didn't test any of this shit out in space. There was some movie stars, astronauts stuck in space. And Professor X says, "We gotta save you. By the way, take the X plane. It should work in space."
Right.
I was like, man, you need to test this out.
Like, yeah, I never really tested it for that. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. You kids go.
And even the X-Men are like, okay, man, we just gonna go into space and you ain't gonna give no helmets or nothing. And the movie, the thing is, the movie even knows that it's silly because
We go into space, we get the astronauts, we bring them home. Any questions?
Yeah, lots.
We don't have time for this.
well, you better get time. Shit, I had to take my ass out there. I know it's a comic book, but you know, come on, man, for a comic book, you gotta answer questions about. All right, what about oxygen? What about what about what about the cabin pressure?
Training for anti-gravity.
This is like bad writing for a 30-minute cartoon where like we only got 30 minutes. We got time to explain this shit. Go.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm not. Look, we ain't even.
It's the first 5 minutes.
We ain't even like we ain't even 10 minutes into this movie. I'm not gonna sit up here and start nitpicking yet. I'm not. I mean, I can, but I'm not. Even she's like, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. He just told me to put y'all in a plane and go to space. Look, that's all we do. All right. Because when they go to space, like this is what made me actually kind of like it. Because they go into space, and even what's her name, Mystique. She comes back. She say, look, I did it, but what the man? So I just don't want to look bad in front of people. Don't ever do that to me again. And you know what? And even then, I was given a chance, and then they came back down to Earth, and now in this particular storyline, because you know they've gone backwards and forwards in time and everything. So in this particular timeline, Professor Xavier, he's actually been able, because of this mission that they've done and other good deeds that they've done, he's actually been able to get humans on their side. He's actually been able to say, you know what? Wow, I even got the president got an X phone now.
Put his bat phone in the trash.
Yeah.
X phone. I don't mind. It's got a big X on it.
Yeah, it's a big ass X. They come back down to Earth, and there's these crowd shots of people cheering, and you know that's fine. But then they insert these really awkward close-ups of kids cheering them on, and it's funny because the kids, you can tell because the kids ain't cheering that shit. They're like, ah, you know, they got they're painted blue in the face. They're holding action figures. You can almost hear the direction of the director saying, okay, I know there's not a real crowd here, but just look straight ahead and scream and hold the action figure up. These kids are not screaming at shit. It's like a bad toy commercial. It's at this point, I realized that, nigga, come get this shit.
I ain't hitting that bitch again.
I know what they're doing with this.
You got me fucked up.
Come get this. It's done. We don't need to get to the end of this.
I'm already off
Get your kids.
2 bottles of Parmesan split with 3 between 3 people.
When Jean Grey's
And 2 shots of bourbon whiskey.
started to actually kick in. They started to ramp up. That's when the Phoenix storyline becomes to me.
I wasn't even expecting the Parmesan. Real talk. That's why I took the 2 shots of bourbon whiskey.
As you said.
But yeah.
Once she starts to actually.
Now that I'm here.
Everybody starts.
I hate to be that person to actually like
get
off within an hour instead of after an hour, but
you know, all these people, it's almost like a good novel, man. It's like
I can't help it right now.
The different motivations.
Do you